Hey guys, today we're out in Brooklyn. We're visiting a place called Butter and Scotch. I'm actually meeting up with my content manager, Maddie, who you guys know very well. And we've been getting a lot of love on our dessert recipes. We're gonna get some inspiration, gonna recreate a dish, put it back up on the website for you guys to recreate. What's happening?
Hello, good to see ya.
You too. All right, okay, so you brought me here, you had some research.
So this place is known for not only its cocktails, but also its desserts.
Okay.
So it's kind of a dessert bar, but emphasis on the bar part too.
I love that.
I think that's kind of why we're here today.
Cool. And what are some of the responses specifically we've been asked for on the blog?
I think people want seasonal flavors, and people want to know about flavor pairings.
Okay, cool.
And things that go well together in desserts.
Unreal. Okay, cool.
Welcome to Butter and Scotch.
Thank you.
Today's special pie is a classic apple pie.
Oh, wow.
Highly recommend. It's our all butter pie crust, local New York apples,
Just say
brown
butter
sugar,
again for me.
a lot of butter.
Butter and brown sugar.
Butter is really, I mean, it's the first word in our name.
So we're gonna get a pie or some sort of dessert that pretty much is like your grandma is giving you a warm hug.
Yes.
Yeah, cool. That's what I'm going for. Because when I came to America, the idea of pies is something of the Southern comfort, and to me, it just puts a massive smile on my face. I'm so happy you brought me here.
You want it to feel like home.
Yeah. I mean, we're not about like fancy tweezer plating or anything. It's like a piece of pie on a plate.
I love that.
If you guys are looking for cocktail pairings, we've got the florals for spring is really sort of light, fresh, sort of ginger and rose lemonade.
Oh, no, we love that.
Yeah.
Really, okay.
And then the on the greatest hits menu, the Madonna Rihanna Ilana is one of our most popular drinks.
I love these names.
Yeah.
The name alone, I reckon that should be ordered. We'll get that, and then we'll try the apple pie.
Yeah, let's try that apple pie.
This is exciting. How good.
I can't wait.
I love our job.
Okay, I've got the Madonna Rihanna Ilana and the florals for spring.
Gorgeous.
And
Wow.
then apple
Oh
pie.
How much apples in this thing?
A lot.
Yeah, look at those layers.
2 apples in this one bite.
Enjoy.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Oh, you're gonna own that. Oh.
This is heaven. This takes me right back to childhood.
That is so tasty.
It's amazing.
Beautiful, like cinnamon.
It's crispy right through to the bottom too.
Yeah, so
Which I feel like
good.
it's hard to do.
I mean, look at this crust. That thing is just naughty.
So, how is everything?
This is how good it is. Like, come on. It's beautiful, it's humble, it's textural, it's just absolutely that warm, loving hug you were after. But is there anything in there that we may not have really noticed?
The filling is apple, but also ginger. I tend to put ginger in like everything. I think it's like the best spice.
Because it's absolutely delicious and tasty.
Thank
and
you.
It's created some pretty amazing flavor thoughts, right?
Yeah, that pie has to stick around, that recipe.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, that's so good.
It all perks up with the cocktails.
Yeah, totally. I'm loving the citrus. There's also ginger. Like, I'm getting that like apple, cinnamon, ginger, citrus. So we're thinking dessert, we're thinking apple and some ginger.
You gotta emulate that pie crust too in some way.
Yeah.
You gotta get like a crispy element.
What about like a bar, like a muesli style bar or something like that?
I love that. It
Yeah?
could also function as breakfast too.
Oh, I love your thinking. Look at that, breakfast, dessert, and
a snack.
That's
You'll
just
go
gonna
through it in like 2 days.
Woo, yeah. Butter and Scotch was a truly epic experience. The apple pie and cocktail was a match made in heaven. And with those inspirations in mind, Maddie and I are going to whip up some awesome ginger apple spice crumble bars to put on the blog. We've got a few flavour combinations and thoughts and fresh in our mind.
Yep.
What did you think? The apple, lots of levels of flavour there, the
Yeah.
spices.
We got a lot of like autumnal stuff going on, so
Yeah.
I think definitely the apple was huge. That ginger in the cocktails and also in the crust of the pie.
Nice, nice. And I really love the crust of the pie and I love the texture, so I definitely want to make that a highlight. What are your thoughts on an apple spiced crumble bar?
So good.
Right?
Yeah.
We get a lot
so
of
like you got the
questions.
layers of the fruit
Yeah.
and then the crumble.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's gonna come with something else as well. We're gonna do like a little coconut cream whipped with a little raspberry sauce as well. So it's gonna have
So
the streaks and
good.
this raspberry sauce through there. So I'm gonna put you to work.
Let's do it.
If you could just start peeling 2 of these lovely apples here.
You got it.
I remember having that refreshing moment of actually eating the pie followed by the drink itself. So you get the combination of that really kind of bold flavors and that zesty ginger. And I think it's really apparent because Ginger powder, I reckon, is something we definitely need in this dish today.
Oh, 100%.
And I'm trying to think how we do this though. I don't want it just to be a typical bar where you put it into one homogeneous kind of thing.
Right.
I think having layers to it would be kind of cool. Maybe if we create a layer of the crust and then a filling of maybe, say, like an apple with some spices and whatnot.
Love it.
And then top it off with the more layer of the crust and then maybe serve it with that whipped cream on the side.
Sounds delicious.
Sounds pretty good?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna start grating away.
Cool.
I think I'm gonna extract a little bit more flavour, a bit more texture as well by having them in streaks. I can't get over the actual humble nature of that pie though.
I know, it was so good. Nothing super prissy about it.
No.
Not fussy at all.
Exactly. I love the juice, but I think it could affect the texture of our bar.
Definitely, you want to squeeze that out.
Yeah, so just don't want to lose all of it.
Put it right in the towel?
Yeah, just go straight into the towel, over the top, perfect. When you think of America and those flavors that we had, like something you thought about for your mom or anything like that, your grandma?
Yeah, both my parents actually. My dad loves getting in the kitchen too with my mom, but also kind of that heritage that's passed down of making pies or bringing pies to family gatherings. I think that's something that was definitely a part of my childhood.
Well, I love how much your mom follows our Insta stories.
I know, she loves it so much. So we're aiming to get all the liquid out of here. Is that
Just most of it. You can see it's quite a lot, and that's just, to be honest, that is refreshing juice right there. Which
honestly, I want to drink this. Whoa. Good pouring skills.
Wow.
That's impressive. Cheers. Our little apple mocktails.
I mean, that's legit apple juice.
That's apple juice, yeah.
Texture-wise, we've got beautiful strands. They pull apart quite easily. I think they can go across the surface of our crumble quite nicely. You have ginger powder. We've got some allspice, and we've also got some cinnamon. So let's just go a teaspoon of each.
Goes right in with the apple?
Yeah, straight in. So then I'm going to add in a couple tablespoons of coconut oil. Now, I know you're a massive fan of this with your blog as well.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just going to add an extra one just because I felt like it.
I use coconut oil in everything.
Yeah? What's your favorite thing? What do you got?
I love coconut oil on toast, actually. Like in place of butter. I know it sounds kind of weird, but like coconut oil and cinnamon on a piece of toast, it'll bring you back to childhood. We'll do it. We'll do it this week.
Okay. All right. So give that a little bit of a mix for me.
All right.
And that, I think, is, we have a little taste.
It already smells so good.
It does, right? That's really good.
Super flavorful.
So we've got here our dry ingredients. We have oats and we also have some baking powder. Let's go 1.5 cups of each, I reckon.
Okay.
How good are the new Copper Edition style measuring
I'm
cups?
obsessed with these. I need these for my own kitchen. Right away.
It's fantastic. Give a little shake. Cool, so that's our dry. Into our wet, we're gonna have butter and a little bit of maple syrup too. So in go the butter, and you're looking for it to like, you're gonna get a little bubble kind of start to happen.
Yep.
We just kind of get it to that liquid state.
Yep.
Then we're gonna add about 1/2 cup of maple syrup. So do you wanna give that a little bit of a stir?
Yeah.
Because I'm about to pour this in and make a little well in the center once you've combined it all. Cap of vanilla extract.
A well in the center.
Yeah, so what that's gonna do, do you know what it's gonna do?
Yeah, so that usually helps it combine more evenly.
Exactly. All right, give that a little mix.
All right. It smells so good.
That's really good, hey. I don't want it to be one big dough. I want it to still have some bits of chunk, little bits of soft, so.
The oats are gonna help with that.
Exactly, look at that. A little piece coming together, small,
so good.
large, awesome.
Yeah, that took like 5 seconds.
Right? Let's add a pinch of salt in there for us. Give that a mix. Okay, so it's time to get our setup on. So I'll go half of this, then you put the next layer on.
Okay.
I'll finish it up, and I think that'll be enough to bake. Gonna get my hands in.
That texture looks so good.
Right?
You can smell the butter too.
I feel like we're back at Butter and Scotch.
I know.
So you got texture, you got the apples and their layers, you got the spices. That actually smells like the first bite that we had. That's
It
really
does.
good. Yeah.
It smells like that whole shop.
And I'll start sprinkling these guys on top. And I don't mind it not being a complete layer, essentially. I don't mind having little crumble bits on top, because then you get some bits that'll be darker.
Yeah, super
some
buttery versus you get a little of the apple showing through.
All right, do you want to put that in the oven now? It was 40, maybe 50 minutes, and it's already set to 350. The additional layer to this awesome crumble, I'm gonna do coconut whipped cream.
Yum.
Yeah,
So
cool.
totally dairy-free on that.
Totally dairy-free, exactly.
Bringing out the tools.
Power tools.
Yeah.
This is DC style. It's really important we don't shake this can. We want to make sure that the cream and the liquid stay separated. So open that way up.
All right.
Cool, and then from there, so you got this beautiful creamy layer. Just scoop it in. Try to refrain from getting any of that liquid at the bottom.
All right, there's all our cream.
Okay, great. So let's keep that liquid aside, and then for you...
So low speed on this,
low speed,
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can already see it start to come together.
Yep.
You know, start to
right
whip,
away.
get nice and airy. And we don't want to over whip it. So I think we're almost there.
Yeah?
It's perfect. Lovely.
It's like real whipped cream.
You can see there's still some clumps together. I'm afraid if we go too far with it, we're gonna not actually do the purpose of getting a nice smooth texture. So if you want to pass me one of those spatulas, just give it a nice little fold. Yeah, see, it's getting nice and airy, and that's exactly what we're after.
Yeah.
Plus, I made something yesterday which I think would go really nicely with this. So this is a raspberry sauce or raspberry jam.
Yum.
It's got technically 3 ingredients. One of them we pretty much have all the time, and water. So what are the other 2?
Raspberries.
Yep.
And sugar.
Honey.
Honey.
Yeah,
All right.
super simple. A couple of teaspoons in there for me.
Okay.
I'm just gonna fold this through, but I don't want to have it completely folded and blended in.
Just like that?
Yeah, perfect. I'm just gonna give it a little fold.
That looks so good.
Right, so you got little streaks. And that's ready for the rest of our crumble. Can you smell that?
I can smell it.
That's exactly like the smell we had at Butter and Scotch.
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing something right with those spices.
Yummy.
We have that little golden edge too. Look at that.
It's got some height to it too, just like the apple pie.
Fantastic. I hope I do okay with the whole flavors of America right here.
I think you pretty much nailed it. We haven't even tried it yet. That looks so
What do
good.
you think of those layers?
You can really see the apple shreds too. I think it adds a lot of good texture in there.
So I'm thinking we go 3 by 3. What do you reckon? Yeah?
Perfect.
Little snack bars. I think they're going to be photographed really well, you know what I mean?
Definitely, yeah. With that golden top.
That is a lovely little bar right there. Look at that.
Look at that.
You take this guy.
Okay.
You take him.
Got it.
Let's do it. I'm thinking
Doing it top down, right?
one for Instagram, one for Facebook,
Yep.
and one for the blog. So
Looks amazing.
it's pretty cool.
I would eat it.
Right? We'll get you to drop some of the amazing whipped goodness on top. So tasty.
Looking so delicious.
Woo! Best part about this is
We get to eat it.
it's now time to taste.
Let's do this.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect. This looks super tasty. Oh, the crunch.
Nice.
Okay. I'm just really excited for the fact that we've gone to a place in Brooklyn, we had an experience that is American, to then take it back into the kitchen, replicate in our own way. It looks great. It's shot well.
Yep. We've definitely put our own spin on it.
I do
It was
like
super
that.
easy.
Yeah, it really was.
And I think it's gonna be delicious.
Well, one way to find out. Let's
Yeah.
get into it.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Spoon cheers.
Spoon cheers.
Oh my goodness.
Really good. Oh my God.
Got the base, which is still super buttery, still a little crispy, really gooey in the center, lots of cinnamon and ginger flavor in that. And then the top is just that incredible crispy goodness. But I think it's really good that we also added the coconut whip on top, because it just adds that extra level of texture and flavor from the raspberry too. Yeah.
Perfect snack, afternoon, still quite healthy, and it achieves all that American goodness we were after.
Love it.
So would you change anything?
I don't think so.
No, I think we're in trouble to making this a few more times.
I know.
As an Australian chef living in America, it's a complete win when you can nail the down south flavors of comfort food. These ginger apple spice crumble bars with raspberry whipped coconut cream may feel like a cheat day dessert, but they're a totally nutritious and delicious snack ready for any lunchbox in the country.